I'm Franky, and this is the Think Tank. I hope everyone's doing well. So, there has been a few interesting things coming out on the Kohberger case. One is a firing squad. I think we want to talk about that a little bit. And the PCA out of his parents' home in Pennsylvania has been released. Not a lot of new stuff, but there is a little bit. So let's take a look at the firing squad. What the hell? A Kohberger 20, we know, is a doctoral student in the criminal justice field, and also know that he was picked up for the death of Maddie, Kaylee, Zaina, and Ethan. Prosecutors have not said whether they plan to pursue the death penalty, but it is certainly a possibility. So what they're saying is GOP state lawmaker Representative Bruce Skagg, chairman of the State House Judiciary Rules and Admissions Committee, introduced a bill that might bring back the firing squad. He says that the State Department of Corrections officials must determine if lethal injection is available no more than 5 days after the issued death warrant. If not, a firing squad would be used according to the proposal. Well, he says, who said he believes firing squads are more humane because they cannot be blotched? Well. Death by firing squad was legal in Idaho from 1982 to 2009 when it was banned. The Idaho legislature passed a bill last year that provides anonymity to companies or pharmacies that provide lethal injection chemicals in hopes that it would spur more companies to provide them. This is not happening. The state has had to cancel the scheduled execution of Gerald Pizzuto Jr. in November because the chemicals were not available. So we know that they're saying that he stalked these kids. Sounds like maybe 12 times that he was literally in that area. And it is sounding like it may have been Maddie Mogan that he was after, which might make some sense if that is the case, because that does look like the first attack, because that is where the sheath was found. So they're also saying that friends remember him as being obese at one time and also addicted to, we'll say, heroin. And he turned into a bully after being picked on because of his weight for many years. His friend says that he may have weighed up to 300 pounds plus. And then Kohberger, began a nearly psychotic obsession, they're saying, with his weight. He began running, kickboxing every day, and he lost about half of the body weight. Then developed an eating disorder that left him in the hospital. No bells ever went off, said Barbara Tokar, 58, a neighbor of Bryan Kohberger's childhood home. And her daughter also knows him. They both are saying that it literally makes them sick to their stomach and that you really never know. Well, isn't that the absolute truth? You don't all there. So those issues bother happen. The search warrant at Broncos. they are saying that medical gloves were among the discovered in the Pennsylvania home. I do have this printed off, so we'll see if we get a list here, and if we do, great. If we don't, we'll go through the list of things here with my stuff. So it does say a newly unsealed search warrant details what the FBI found at the home on the day. Sorry, guys. On the day the man charged with murdering, unaliving 4 University of Idaho students. A flashlight and 4 medical-style gloves were among the items discovered at the parents of Bryan Kohberger, according to the search warrant. An assortment of clothing, including a black sweatshirt and black Nike sneakers, was also found, along with a cheek swab, presumably used by investigators to get his DNA. So the shoes are interesting because I'm hearing about different possible sizes when it comes to these shoes. And we'll have to see if they have found any Vans, because it sounds like that one print may have been in Vans. The latest detail come out as Kohberger is being held without bail ahead of his next appearance in June. I think that's June 26th so far. I don't think they've bumped it. But Kohberger has said through his attorneys that he believes to be exonerated. Yeah. Previous search, we know that we've gone through the probable cause as far as that search goes. And they're saying that they, from that search, got possible hair strands, chemical-resistant gloves, red and brown stains, and a computer tower. And I also do believe there was a Bissell bag. I don't know why not the whole Bissell, but the Bissell bag. Washington State is less than a 10-mile drive from the University of Idaho. And they are saying, yeah, that it looks like he stopped that house at least a dozen times before the unalivings. They used forensic genealogy to track Kohberger, and possibly that was using the DNA that was recovered on the knife sheath that we know sadly was next to Maddie Mogan. Weeks before he was arrested, Kohberger drove to his father's house from Washington. That's the trip that he was pulled over 2 times. He was looking quite sketchy in a lot of the pictures, and I don't think he was comforted by what his dad was saying. I think he thought maybe there was a couple things that was getting said that he preferred wasn't. So, guys, that's basically what I have right now on the Kohberger case. Let's see here. Just take a quick look and make sure there's nothing in the probable cause that I want to get out. The redactions aren't really, there's not a lot of them. So basically, it sounds like looks like the other 2 roommates have kind of been blocked out, and possibly some pictures. Yeah, a bit of a description as to what went on, but we've read that, so no use going through those gory details again. So that's what we have for now, friends. So today is Wednesday, so this is as far as, oh my word, as far as the other case that I'm following. What is Really, Franky? Really? Alex Murdaugh. See? So, yeah, as far as that case is going, today is actually a trip to Moselle for the jurors. It sounds like they're not able to talk, ask questions, nothing. Just kind of walk through. It's about a 25-minute drive there, and however long it takes to go through that area, which I don't believe will take that long. And then they come back and they hear closing arguments, and then they go into deliberations. So that is scheduled for 9 a.m. Mountain Standard, and I'd love to have you there. This is basically our last day of trial, and then it's going to be waiting for a verdict. So, yes, on that note, I am going to say thank you once again for being here with me. I do appreciate you very, very much. And I'll absolutely see you in the next one. Okay, bye.